Hey people, my channel got the COVID and I lost less than 1% of my subscribers on that last movie about Egypt. But if you go over here to the area and, anybody for thousands of miles in all the countries around, they never heard of Egypt. They always called this place Khemet. And Egypt is a modern invention. It was invented just to create something that wasn't there in this Greek Bible, where they use this word Aigupton, the Egypton. So I imagine, Ramesses, the Roman SS, was over there in Egypt, and they got gypped. The Greek, they pronounce this U as a Y, G-Y-P-T. They got gypped on their taxes. They couldn't handle those people over there, and so that's probably the name they give them. But in the Hebrew, this Egypt is spelled M-X-R-I-S. From Christ. It's the same spelling as in Christ, X-R-I-S. From Christ, made. And so I knew that this word comes up previous to this in the Bible, and it's the son, a brother of Cush. You see, it's put in the same place here, but it's a brother of Put and Cush and Canaan, son of Ham, Mizraim. But it's the exact same word as the Egyptians. So I've been doing this over 4 years now, and all comments are left, and nobody has disputed my claim that the rabbis don't use the ancient Hebrew because they can't read and write it. They don't know how to. I had one person on Facebook that knew a little bit about it, and we discussed it for a page, and by the time we got to the end, he seen that he had no claim, and he erased the comments, so I can't show you those writings. I found this yesterday after I thought about it, that son of Ham was the same, and I read this chapter a couple times, and it's got some mind-blowing stuff in it. So this is Genesis 10. It's called the Japhethites. It starts with Japheth, and then it'll go to the Hamites, and then it'll go to the Semites here at the bottom. But all these families are called the misfits. You see here that these families are the misfits, M-S-P-H-T, the misfit of the misfits, according to their families. Same as Japheth, of the misfits. Of the misfits. Of the big guys. B-G-U-Y-E-S. The big guys. Of the misfit big guys. And so it starts with, the wall told it. The wall told it. So if you study the Sumerian tablets, when the gods told Noah that the flood was coming, they weren't supposed to, because all men were supposed to die. And so the God was standing behind the wall. And when he says, are you the God? He said, no, the wall. And that's what this is. The wall told it. It wasn't me, the wall said it. I was talking to the wall. So there's all kinds of clues in here that people miss, and these are generations, the sons of Noah, Shem, Ham, Japheth, and were born to them sons after the flood. The sons of Japheth, Gomer, Magog, Madai, Jav, and Tubal, and the musketeers. Musketeers is an ancient word meaning somebody toting a musket. The musketeers. and the sons of Gomer and Zinks. And down here in 5, it'll tell you that that from these were separated the maritime peoples into their lands, everyone according to his language, of the lesson 2 of the misfits. But the maritime is I. That's the correct response when you get an order on the boat. When a superior gives you an order and your correct response is I, and it's short for yes, I understand and I will get right on it. From all in Purdue, I. So this male, M-A-L-E, it usually goes in a group of words that start with a T, and it's tamale, and they'll say it means enslaved. Your tamale, I guess that's your word tamale come from. But I believe this A-L-E is in old, from old in Purdue. And Purdue is, per is a house, P-R, and D-U is the house do, and that would fit with separated. And they say Purdue is old Saxon name, comes from French, meaning of the oath of Purdue, which meaning is an oath for God. But what got me, I was reading down here in the Hamites, and it was saying to vin. You see, the B doesn't have the dot in here. The vin, to vin, HS, to Venus. To Venus, give use, K-U-S, to give use. And from cries, to put to canon. Canon means to write all this down. To give to Venus, give use. Connect from cries, to put to canon. And to vink use. Vink is an ancient word meaning somebody who catches and uses birds, like a homing pigeon. There's a vinkus, to vink use. And this Saba boy, everybody has a son with the same name. To use the Saba, which who will, which who while, to Sabbat, to roam, R-O-M-E, to roam, to Sabbatica. Sabbatica is a sabbatical, to go take a sabbatical, to take some time off and rest. To vin is like in wine, to bottle your wine is to vin it. You know, your wine has a vin as its date. Of Rome, R-O-M-E, Rome. So you can see that this punctuation wasn't in here originally. They added this. But to Rome, seva to deaden. To cuss yield. This is your what comes out of your crop, your YLD, or yield. And then you see Nimrod has a tack in front of it, reads backwards. And so it's to dream, and D-R-M-N. To dream and murder. That's where your word murder come from. But it's to dreaming from rod, who the whole lay what? In to gover, G-B-R, to gover bears. He's dreaming from the rod, who the hell lay what gover bears, but by governing by the rod. And then who, the life connected knowledge is who, W-H-O, who they I gover Dixie, D-I-X-I-D, Dixie through, to gover Dixie through, of place, of ping you, of place you all knockin' yammer, of place you all knockin'. Knocking is to fit in, as the knocks on the back of your arrows to fit on the string. All knocking yammer, to talk. And this old yammer, it's possibly going to get another definition as I read on, but I'm kind of going with their AMR being word, to make word, to yammer. Ken from, KNMRD, ken from rod, gover, side, XID, and the X is one. That's one of its meaning is side. So when it comes with an ID, that's what it means, is the side of place you. Ken from rod, gover the side of place you, and that's like a sheep herder. You know, he can make his sheep go where he wants with a rod. And you are the sheep, and he's dreaming. He can from rod gover, the mighty, the government, the gover, the side of place you. What they receipt. This is the same word as in the beginning, minus the B over here. What they receipt, from milk to. Bevel. There's no Babylon. That's the B and then a VL. The bevel is the shape of a stone you would use if you were making an arch over a doorway. You would bevel the stones. The bevel work, W-A-R-K, to the power's first fold is the work. What they receipt, from milk. And so the milk is the king's, as in the Milky Way. From the milk to bevel work, to Akkad. Akkad is your Akkadians, and they destroyed the Akkadian history. But we're the Acadians down in Louisiana, the French, and they were also all along the Canadian coast at one time before the English settlers got here. To Clan Bears Center. This is your shiners running around with the silly hats and the little cars in the parades. The shiner. You can see the little black dots here. This is the original end of a sentence that was in the Bible. And when they added in like this, that means that wasn't there. They just thought they would put it there in order to fit their writings. And so the men share ears, backwards and forwards. XRA is share, and as in land is your share, but that's also the same where your word share, S-H-A-R-E, come from. To share ears, to talk about the who, it, say, I, and the X's, to Zadi. It could be an X or a TS or a TZ. I-T-S. It's, it is so. It is say, Russia, Wyvin, W-I-V-N, to like a Ivan, I-V-N, common Russian name, to Russia, to Ivan, to the winning new, to the Russia, to Ivan, to the winning new. This is the W-N-I-N-I. N-I is ing, so it's the winning N-U-E. The winning new. Oh, Ivan knew all about winning. And then whatever, T-B or T-V-H-R, whatever habit, H-B-T. T-B-H-R, H-B-T, whatever habit or, whatever habitor. The habitor is somebody who lives there. Not a city, but whatever habitor, whoever's living there, what hell clan. So my program's giving me problems today, and I'm trying to get down to these births down here from Mizraim, from Egypt. But what nice rising Ben, B-I-N, that's between, and you see it missing the dot here, to vin. But the bin is, B is in, and then IN is in. So in is going to be in between. What nice risen between. The bin nine we. Bin not we. Nine. Bin not we to vin. That we didn't to vin. To get it bottled in our name and time. Call. Who whore the godel. And so whore is what the city's known for. You know, the whatever the eye makes first. What you see first about something is its whore. You know, a hippie, its whore is his long hair, and his tie-dye shirt is his whore. What you see first, the eye make first. The whore of the godel. And godel is a word meaning screw. Who the whore screw. And then from cries, yield to, and then all of these sons, you're going to see they end with this I-M or I-S. So it's going to, and they all have a tack. And if you look at this, it's we're just going to replace these with the name is, because that's what it says. And the same one is here. And from XR is begat, name is, and 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 name is, which came from them, name is. What name is. So this is the easiest piece of poetry to pull out of here. This is what caught me first. And but in from cries, and from cries yield to, the middle, M-I-D-U-L, the middle wood is. To yield to the middle wood is what my men on them is, on them is, what my believe, B-E-L-E-V, what my believe is, what my hot pan put this, T-H-I-S. You know, my belief is I cut it off and fry it up. I got no use for it because I'm out here on this boat 12 months out the year. And then what my sort put rises, what Michael's castle is. Michael's is an archangel, Michael, M-I-C-H-L. Michael's castle is. To raise Jesu Moses. You know, Moses is a common name for Acadians. You know Amos Moses and Jesu Moses. To raise Jesu Moses, the place ties. What my rat pack put rise. And so that's what all this chapter was talking about, is how they created the religion with their astrology, and they wrote it all down in the canon so they could see the cycles happening. But that's probably where your word Jesus come from, is the Michael's castle is to raise it so to Moses plastize. It's plastize. It's like your word plastic is something as plastic as can be shaped. To raise it so Moses can shape it, plasticize. What my rat pack put rise, with what the Rat Pack put to rise, their new rule of government. They cap the rights. So I'm going to cut this off here and try to figure out how to get some of this Microsoft Edge out of my computer. I think it's causing all the problems and not linking my stuff up, and I think it's saving up all of my movies, even stuff that I erase, and downloading it to the cloud at night. I noticed that it's killing my time, eating all my data up. That damn Microsoft, well, he's a virus. Somebody needs to get rid of that virus. All right, good day.